What's going on, YouTube? Oh my goodness, I almost just busted my ass. So I wanted to make a little talking video since I haven't in a while. I've had a lot of questions. A lot of people ask me, I've been MIA, where you been? What you doing? Got a lot of new things going on. So after the showdown, I did decide to hire a coach. I hired Josh Bryant. If you don't know Josh Bryant, you're not a power lifter, you're not involved, your opinion doesn't matter. So I hired Josh Bryant starting week 5 tomorrow. So I've been under for about 4 weeks under his guidance. Nothing particularly heavy, but the training is not easy. By no means is it easy. He is a master of making lightweights hard. Just the way that he has you perform the sets and a limited rest and very high number of sets. Pretty good exercise selection and variability as well. It does change throughout the weeks. I've already gotten a few new accessories I didn't even have on week 1. So very happy with that. Another thing that a lot of people follow or have been following along know that I was looking to get a CPAP. So after about 6, 7, 8 months, I finally did procure my CPAP, and I was wildly disappointed. So obviously everyone knows they're very uncomfortable. Adherence or compliance, whatever it's called, is very low because it's hard to wear something while you're sleeping. So I was very excited. I was weighing about 275 pounds right before the showdown, and my sleep was absolute trash. So I was very excited to start using CPAP therapy, get better sleep, everything like that. After about 3 or 4 days of not sleeping at all, and just really not having a good time with that CPAP, like I would be on the verge of passing out, be really tired, and I put it on, and I'm just wide awake, not tired at all. I just lay there for an hour, 2, 3 hours. And I wake up in the morning, and it's like the thing says I've slept for like an hour. And it's honestly, if you've never used one, it's very unnerving because as you exhale, it's CPAP, stands for continuous positive airway pressure, some shit like that. But basically, as you exhale, you have resistance. So as you're exhaling out of your nose, air is being forced into your nose. So it's very weird kind of feeling of trying to breathe against air being forced into your nose. So that lasted about a week, and I've completely ceased using it. Now I won't say that I'm just not sleeping at all. My sleep's honestly been very good. So ever since I moved into my new place and just keeping the air very, very low, keeping it around 60 to 65 every night, sometimes as low as like 58, my sleep has dramatically improved just from that alone. And then obviously trying to just have better habits, same wake up time, same sleep time, still working on all that, but trying not to stay up until 4 or 5 in the morning and sleep all day, trying to get a normal sleep routine. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just going on a long walk right after I woke up to kind of get everything moving, hopefully make myself tired by the time it's actually an appropriate time to go to sleep. But biggest thing I wanted to kind of touch on is that my solution to having sleep apnea and, it definitely impeding recovery, I realized that I need to weigh less. And if I want to push my body weight, it needs to be more quality weight because I started eating not the best, holding a lot of water or edema, just holding a lot of bloat, a lot of water retention, things like that. It's really not good for the heart or any of the organs. It puts the stress on the body, and you can feel it. When I was up to about 270, sometimes even really pushing 280, walking around with all my clothes on, full stomach, fully hydrated, about 280 pounds, you feel it. All this mass, all your stomach, upper chest, traps, even your upper back, it's compressing your body, your heart, your lungs, everything is, yes, muscle is good, but it's all around your organs, and it doesn't allow you to move them to move correctly. So your breathing becomes much more laborious, becomes difficult to breathe. So for me, I did have goals of gaining weight, being 275, maybe even one day being 308. But right now, the way I see it, to prioritize health, I really need to stay about 260. And if I do decide to gain weight, it needs to be a very slow and incremental process, and it needs to be quality weight. It really cannot be that I'm holding a lot of water or that I'm gaining a lot of fat. I need to pretty much only put on lean tissue at a very slow rate, and I think it'll be much more manageable. So, like I said, right now, waking up around 259, sometimes even a little bit lower, 258. But hovering right around 260 pounds, I still feel strong. My upper body's taking somewhat of a hit just because obviously less bloat. Your leverages with the upper body change. I would say my arms are definitely a little bit smaller. My upper body, you can probably tell, just not as big as I was. Lower body still feeling very strong. Legs actually feeling stronger than ever, feeling extremely healthy. That is one thing I will say with training under Josh Bryant. I have not deadlifted heavy since I started. For that matter, I haven't even squatted heavy. But my just overall well-being is much higher. I don't feel like I'm beat to shit from training. I feel like I'm recovering well, lower back, everything like that, no complaints. So overall, I'm very happy where I am. We have about 15 weeks, I believe, until the Ghost Clash, which is in Miami. So that will be right about 1 year from the hybrid showdown that I did this year. So I'm looking at right now competing about 2 times per year, having about 6-ish months, split the year in half, 6-ish months in between each competition, 2 meets a year. Right now it's looking like the showdown and either the hybrid showdown or the Ghost Clash or some other meet. I was thinking about doing the Kern, but they posted and it's like the top 20 from each, or top 20 men, like by Wilks, like all time, or for this year. So I'm nowhere near that. I'm like top 60 or 70, not even close. Some of the best lifters in the world are not even really close to that. So probably looking at 2 meets a year, like I said, the showdown, which is in Kansas City, Bucked Up Showdown, and some other meet earlier in the year, looking like for the time being it's going to be the Ghost Clash. Next week I'm going to be going down to the Ghost Gym, I believe that's what it's called. It's their first brick and mortar location, gym location. Obviously they've been producing equipment for a while, but their actual location, Alex Uslar is the owner, I believe, manager of that gym. So I'm going to be going down there, Dawson and I, giving a little seminar on the deadlift, a training approach, technique approach, fatigue approach, everything like that. I believe that Trevor Jaffe, Riley Presnell, Thomas Davis, and Julius Maddox will also be there giving seminar type things. I was thinking that at one point Dan Bell was going to be there to talk about squat. I'm not sure if he still is or if that fell through, but it should be amazing to listen to Thomas Davis and Julius talk about the bench press. Obviously they're two of the best in the world, and it'll be really interesting to hear Trevor and Riley talk, because obviously Trevor is a very renowned coach, been around the game for quite a while. So it'll be a really exciting weekend. That's next weekend. So super excited for all those things. Just walking around in the woods. But yeah, I know I haven't posted as much as I definitely should have. I was on a pretty good roll right after hybrid, after the showdown, and after the actual or before the actual showdown, of actually posting full training videos, 10-20 minute vlog videos. I definitely want to get back into that. This would be kind of the first one of those, even though it won't really have any training. This next week I haven't started yet. I'll probably start tomorrow. I actually start on Monday. Right now I'm training 4 days a week, so hopefully I can get at least one of those sessions recorded. It's kind of hard to record those simply because of the nature of how he has me doing very short rest periods. So probably what I'll do is I'll record the main work, and then I'll record 1 or 2 sets, maybe the first and last set of every accessory, and just list out my full training so you know what I did. But something he is a really big fan of is doing a very high number of sets of low reps accessory movements. So for example, 15 sets of 5 on like a tricep extension, which normally would almost be reverse of that, 5 sets of 15. But the idea is with short rest and more of a cluster set approach, you end up accruing more volume at a higher intensity over the course of those 15 sets than you would if you did it otherwise. And you're really not hitting failure on any one given set. It's almost one continuous long set. So it's very interesting. I've not trained that way before. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. So rambling on here a little bit. I'm going to post this video up today. Today is Sunday. I believe it is actually Halloween. Today's the 31st of October. So I'm going to post this up and try to help keep me accountable, guys. I'm going to be trying to make at least 1 to 2 videos per week. I want to be consistent with that. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, questions, anything, drop them down below. I do want to be a little bit more interactive. On my other social media accounts, I really can't be, but on YouTube, I really want to try to respond to, almost all the comments if they're actual questions. And I want to really make this a lot more interactive, my YouTube channel. So if you guys don't know, you can check out some of my links down below, coaching link, sponsors, everything like that. Jack Factory, Iron Rebel, Zone, Power Build, there's a few of them. So if you guys want to support me, use the codes. If not, it is what it is. Buy it anyway, it's all good stuff. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. I will definitely be trying to, as I said, get more and more content out here. But I'm gonna sign off for now. This video is getting way too long, and I will see all of you in the next one.